Hi, I'm Curtis Parody, and welcome to Now, the show about some of the most amazing news happening in the world right now. We start off today's show both online, but in New York City, all at the same time. You're probably wondering, how was that even possible? Well, I'm talking about Google Street View, so of course, that should clear things up. Google today rolled out an updated version of Google Street View to cover more of the Central Park-like area and the 9/11 memorial. So you don't even have to visit New York City anymore to walk through its iconic Central Park, well, at least virtually. And for the first time ever, you can actually visit the 9/11 memorial site without actually, of course, again, visiting New York City. This is great for anyone around the world that's actually unable to go to New York City. Now they can actually experience it for themselves. And in a way, it's almost like paying tribute to the people who, of course, lost their lives there in a virtual type of way. At the 9/11 memorial, you can actually move around each of the different pools. There are two different ones. That's where the two different towers actually stood. They have all of the names of the people who lost their lives there, and you can move around and see all of the different names. It's great that the awesome people over at Google have done this so that everyone around the world can experience this place for themselves. So if you want to check out all of the cool new Google Street View stuff for yourself, all you have to do is, of course, open up Google Maps in your browser and then head over to New York City. Though I highly recommend you stay here first and watch this whole video. Another new thing that you may see online soon are new verified accounts, but you probably won't see them on the site that you're thinking of. Twitter's had verified accounts for some time now. Now this of course makes it easier for people to make sure that is that actually Curtis Parody? Oh, it's got the little verified thing on it. Yes, it is. The only problem with these verified accounts is that Twitter only gives them to people it feels are fitting of it. So someone like myself with over 16,000 followers on Twitter, I can't apply for it. I just kind of have to wait for it to happen. Though I've seen many accounts with less followers than me be verified, so I'm not really sure what the criteria is for this, but maybe I just need more followers. So in order to do that, you should totally follow me on Twitter at Curtis Parody. It's great. You'll love it. I tweet a lot of stuff, including a lot of cat pictures. It's great. You'll freaking love it. Anyway, getting back on track here, it's actually not Twitter that has verified accounts anymore. It's also Facebook, because they are not only stealing it, or let's say borrowing it because it sounds nicer, they're borrowing the idea of verified accounts for their own site. So if you have a popular page on Facebook, well, hey, it may soon be verified. A small blue checkmark like Twitter's will appear on your page, and like Twitter, it's not something you can apply for, so once again, just kind of have to wait for it to happen. Facebook will be rolling out these verified accounts to any page that it deems necessary or appropriate. These pages would be, of course, people that represent large audiences like celebrities, government officials, popular bands or brands, or other journalists. The verified accounts on Facebook will begin rolling out as of today. And hey, if you want to, go and check out our Facebook page, The Curtis Parody Show on Facebook. It's awesome, and maybe we can get it verified. So yeah, head over there, like it, facebook.com/The Curtis Parody Show. Or of course, there's always links to that sort of stuff down below, down there. It looks really weird because I'm just looking at the floor right now, but there's some other text. All right, from online tech to real world tech now, Apple CEO Tim Cook took to the stage last night at the All Things D conference, and he talked a little bit more about what Apple may be looking for in the future. During the interview, Tim was asked how Johnny Ive is actually fitting in with the new iOS software team, to which he responded, well, he's fitting in quite well, and he had some great new ideas for the platform, though of course Tim refused to say what exactly those were. Tim also touched on the topic of the Mac and how it's actually still a big part of Apple, but let's not expect separate events for it in the future, which is a little depressing for myself, though it kind of makes sense because Apple's pushing more of its mobile platforms. The question of wearable tech came up. This of course spurred by rumors of Apple actually working on an iWatch, which would be similar to my Pebble smartwatch. Tim of course deflected that entire comment, of course, because they don't talk about things that they're currently working on, but he did say that wearable technology is very interesting, though of course it could be a big hurdle because do people really want to wear technology? He used Google Glass as an example here because he thinks the product is a great step forward, but it also has some social stigmas to get over because of course it is a camera and a microphone right on your face. This could of course make people feel a little uncomfortable. Now this is something I can really agree with because yes, it is a camera and a microphone and it's right on your face and it might be looking right at you, so that can be a little daunting. But the idea of having a heads-up display way overweighs the social stigma and everything else that will come with it. I'm all for looking ridiculous with a piece of tech on my face than anything else, but that's just me. Tim finished up the entire interview talking about iOS and mobile, and when questions were asked about iOS's customization, Tim said that maybe in the future iOS could be opened up to third parties, but for right now they're just focusing on making the user experience really good, as best as they possibly can, also making it so it's not confusing for people. And last, in a very surprising turn here from Tim, he did say that if the need arose and that it would benefit Apple, they would consider making apps for Android. This is kind of a shocker, obviously, because, well, it's Android. It's kind of like their sworn enemy. They're like, we do not want. But of course, let's keep this in mind that yes, they would probably do it, but it would be the last possible option. It's like, yes, I will jump out of this plane only if the landing gear is broken and it's on fire. So basically it's like I'm gonna die or I have to jump out of the plane to survive. It's like one of the two. Overall, the interview with Tim Cook was pretty interesting, touching on a lot of cool different topics. But don't forget that WWDC is coming up very soon, and Apple will be unveiling its new iOS 7 platform and OS 10 software, which should be pretty freaking cool. But there is no word on new hardware. I think that's coming at a different event. But this will all be software, so it's going to be something cool to check out. So of course you should keep it locked right here, because I will keep you up to date on all of the cool tech things coming out of WWDC. So with all this news about tech recently, what piece of technology are you most looking forward to this year? For me, it's probably Google Glass, though I'm not really sure if it's really coming out this year. But you can let me know what you're interested in the comments section down below. Or of course, you can always let me know on my Facebook page, through Twitter, or on Google+. Links to all that and the other topics I talked about in today's episode in the description below. Also, if you enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button and subscribe for more Right Now content every single day of the week. So until tomorrow, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can of course check out more videos that I create by clicking on them below. Check out Now for the latest news happening in the world right now, Paradise Gaming for some fun gameplay videos, or of course my personal vlog channel to see what I'm doing outside of my studio. Also, if you're interested in supporting the show and getting some new clothes for yourself, just like this shirt, you can pick up this one if you want. Check out the store at thecurtisparodystore.ca. Bye everyone.